Hey, Cowboys versus Texans.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. So with that, let's head over to the heart of Texas. Massive AT&T Stadium in Arlington. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Godden with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Brushing off defenders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And he fends him off. But now he's swung.
2 days in a row. This man will not throw the dang ball.
Load up and taken down.
We call that sack block.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that is caught one-handed. Cowboys. Jason Witten, 60 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, so much for a little 5-yard pass play to your tight end. They made him a deep ball threat there, and it worked out.
Times have changed, haven't they? Those used to be plays that we would clip and...
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And he gets in. Well, no one was there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, we're talking new football here. We're talking new models, new paradigms, new ways of looking at things. They score, line up for the PAT, fake it, and go up 8-0. I'm kind of at a loss here because if I'm going to go for 2, I'm going to ask him to put the ball in the 2-yard line and bring my offense in.
Exactly. Opening drive of the game, faking it is up from the 15. That's quite another thing.
I know a lot of people fall back on analytics, but still, I think that person would tell you, put your offense in and go from the 2, not from the 15.
Still got it, though.
Yes, they did. Give them credit.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all. It'll be 2nd and 10. And in this offense, shifty Lamar Miller sometimes sets the table.
And he's at his best when the number of carries for him approaches 20. Wears down defenses with his speed.
On 2nd down, it's Miller. And now the defense for Dallas.
Sean Lee's one of my favorite players, and I don't mind saying it because I love his versatility. I can move him inside at the linebacker position. I can move him outside. I can rush him off the edge, rush him up the middle. He can drop into pass coverage. In fact, his versatility was on display even in his high school days, where he was a big-time high school basketball player that had a chance to play in college as well.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I forgot to do this. So, today is Cowboys versus Texans. We've won 2 times already. The first game was Jets. The second was the Redskins. Our next game will be Patriots. And you'll find out the next team after Patriots once we get there. Okay?
A double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. They'll try the air now with Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. 3rd down here. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. Brett Maher on for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
It's fine.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And now out comes Houston. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his. Do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Texans, nothing.
3rd and 2, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally. Maybe a free play for Watson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick.
Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
From the red zone now, Watson. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only 2 yards on the completion at second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, his throw incomplete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My observation, there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
That forces 4th down. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Cowboys! Randall Cobb, 49 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Before he's brought down about the 23-yard line. And look now at Miller. He's been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on the offensive line. They need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and a yard. Watson, it's complete to Hopkins. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Watson. And Thomas has it. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 routes as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 3rd and long, it's Watson. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard pickup and a 2nd and 4. From the 31, Rush. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of this half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Nothing open field. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On On second down, here's Miller.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half. It continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now. Give them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more on 1st and 10, Rush. Oh, incomplete. A turn to really help there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Rush. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This back now, 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a 1st down. Draw play, Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this off in position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this dip, has got to be priority 1.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here comes Carter. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set back on the field here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take before them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. This is Miller, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the... Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. Oh, and now some space to operate. And this is going to be back for a final return touchdown by the Cowboys. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Back now in Arlington. 2nd and 5 now.
All right.
Watson. It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Now a first down throw, Watson. Now he'll pull it down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm, had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here's Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. To throw is Watson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he'll take this one.
Dang.
In for a Texans touchdown.
Hey, that's fine.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans cut into that lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, the coordinator might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 92% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded. Nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge. And someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put the throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and it's third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 68 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it indeed. Here come the flags. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Here's Elliott, and he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They stop it here with 1:07 remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now Elliott. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Throwing here, Rush, and this is caught by Witten, the tight end. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And this one is right down the middle, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure now this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And you're tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Watson on 1st down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 16 yards on that. Also a Texan 1st down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little...
Our next match will be Patriots. And after that, we have the Eagles.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say for now.
Yeah.
And I'll see y'all later.
Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change.